In April 2014, deep in the Panamanian jungle, two young hikers vanished. Weeks later, their camera was found, holding a horrifying secret: 90 chilling photos taken in the dead of night. These cryptic images show strange symbols, desperate signals, and a trail of sheer terror. Now, over a decade later, new clues are reigniting this terrifying mystery. Were Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon simply lost? Or were they hunted by something far more sinister? This is the jungle nightmare that refuses to let go. Kris Kremers, 21, and Lisanne Froon, 22, were bright, adventurous Dutch students. In March 2014, they arrived in the beautiful mountain town of Boquete, Panama. Ready to volunteer and learn Spanish, they were seasoned travelers, excited to explore the lush jungles near the famous Vulcan bar. Photos from their first few days show them smiling, surrounded by waterfalls and coffee farms. Their host family remembered them as cheerful but cautious. They had planned a guided hike for April 1st up the popular Pianista trail, but when their guide unexpectedly canceled, Kris and Lisanne decided to go alone. It was the last time anyone would see them alive. The morning of April 1st, 2014, around 11 a.m., Kris and Lisanne set off for El Pianista. It was meant to be a moderate 3-hour hike with breathtaking views. They carried a small backpack with some water, their phones, and Lisanne's Canon camera. Selfies taken around 1 p.m. show them smiling at the trail's summit, the Continental Divide. They looked happy, healthy, and completely unaware of the fate that awaited them. But as the sun set, they never returned. Their host family, growing worried, alerted the authorities. On April 2nd, a massive search operation began. Panama's elite Cynoproc teams, canine units, and local volunteers combed the dense jungle. The trail was narrow, flanked by treacherous ravines and rushing rivers, yet they found nothing. No footprints, no discarded gear, no signs of a struggle. It was as if the jungle had simply swallowed them whole. After 10 agonizing days, the official search was called off, and hope began to fade. And then, a discovery changed everything. 10 weeks later, on June 14th, a local woman found a blue backpack washed up on the banks of the Culebra River, nearly 8 miles from where the girls were last seen. Inside were Kris's phone, Lisanne's camera, their sunglasses, and $83 in cash. The camera contained the most disturbing evidence of all. Photos taken in the pitch-black darkness between April 8th and 11th, they were chaotic. Blurry images of branches, a rock pile with a plastic bag, and one photo showing the back of Kris's head with what some believe is blood in her hair. The phones revealed dozens of failed emergency calls starting just hours after their last selfie. But strangely, no goodbye messages, no videos, no clear calls for help. Weeks after the backpack was found, human remains began to surface. Lisanne's foot, still inside her hiking boot, Kris's pelvic bone, and other scattered bone fragments, some of which had been bleached, a process that baffled investigators. The official ruling from Panamanian authorities was a tragic accident. They concluded the girls got lost and either fell or drowned, but for many, this explanation just didn't add up. The evidence sparked a firestorm of theories. Were they abducted by criminals? Attacked by a wild animal? Or did they stumble into something far more ancient and terrifying? Those 90 photos proved they were alive for at least a week. What happened to them in those dark, lost days? Now the case is exploding online once again. A new podcast has uncovered witness accounts of suspicious men seen near the trail around the time the girls disappeared. Armchair detectives are reanalyzing the night photos, claiming to see hidden figures in the shadows and ritualistic symbols. Even Dutch investigators have revisited the case, suggesting foul play was likely, though no arrests have ever been made. For the Kremers and Froon families, the pain is unending, haunted by those 90 silent images. Were Kris and Lisanne the victims of a terrible accident? Or was something or someone hunting them in the dark? Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon walked into a jungle and vanished into a nightmare, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions. Their families still wait for the truth. What do you think those photos really show? Desperate attempt to signal for help or evidence of a horrifying crime? Share your theories in the comments below. If this mystery chilled you to the bone, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more unsolved cases. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and always stick to the marked trails.